This is gonna be a short video. 3 minutes. Ow. Not that. I guess you don't really need this. Oop, did you put this out here?
So big in the windows black, got the knob all lit up, double chrome down stacks. Yeah, we love to get them dirty, but still they so clean. Custom offsets, team chances, the team, we on top of it now. We ain't never gon' fade, so you better get ready, we're taking over the game.
Hey guys, Brad here with Custom Offsets. It's gonna be an episode of Shit I Never Knew. I believe it's called Tools of the Trade. We get a lot of questions where people call in and they wanna know if this is something that they can do at their home, or in their home garage or in their driveway, install a lift, that is, or leveling kit. And the short answer is yes. And we just wanted to lay out some of the tools here that we use to get it done, and some of the basic stuff that you would need to get it done. So some of the mandatory tools and some that aren't so mandatory but will definitely make your life easier. And so the first thing we'll start with is getting the truck up in the air. The do-it-yourselfer, all you need would be right here, a standard floor jack and some jack stands to support the truck off the ground. And we've done it before here, when the lifts are tied up, and I think all of us have pretty much done it ourselves at our home shops before, on the ground with jack stands and a floor jack. Obviously the nicest thing would be if you had a lift. Of course, not everyone has a lift or has access to it, so it definitely can be done on the ground. Just make sure you got some good jack stands that are rated for the weight of the vehicle. As you know, they do come in different sizes, so there are lots of different weight ratings for them. Then some of the other basic tools that you would need as a necessity would be some standard wrenches, combination wrenches that is, and then some sockets, 3/8 drive, 1/2 drive, and the tools that go along with it, the ratchets, obviously. Screwdrivers aren't always necessary for an install lift, but you do run into times when you need them to pry something, or sometimes there are little Phillips head screws or flathead screws that you'll need it. Pliers, of course, you'll run into little things where you'll need some pliers. And other necessities, of course, would be some pry bars or a prying tool of some sort. And then hammers, you gotta have a big hammer, always. Can't leave home without one. And sometimes trim tools, another thing that's not really necessary, but it comes in handy just to pop little clips out, usually for inner fender liners, stuff like that, or plastic connectors for brake lines, or ABS wires, really, more so. And then we'll get into the tools that make your life easier here. And as you can see, we got a lot of Milwaukee Tools. We like Milwaukee Tools. It's a local company here based out of Wisconsin, right in Brookfield, and we love them. Yeah, we use a lot of Milwaukee Tools here because they've proven to be the best electric tools out there for the money. And a couple of years ago it was all air tools, but we don't even really use air tools here at all anymore. Pretty much all electric. One of our favorite things here, and probably one of the best tools I've ever bought, which has made my life a million times easier and everyone out here in the shop a million times easier, has to be the Milwaukee Impact that we use, the M18 Impact. This thing, as many of you know, you probably all have, or you have used pneumatic impacts, but this Milwaukee M18 has been the savior to the shop because it's more powerful than anything else we have, and it lasts longer than anything else we have, and there's no need for airlines or anything like that. And that tool itself has probably been the best tool that we've ever purchased, and Banker would agree.
Nope.
Yep, he agrees. He actually bought one with his own money. That says something. If you're looking to work on trucks and make your life easier, I definitely look into getting a Milwaukee Impact or electric impact of some sort, because it is a lifesaver. We got another smaller 1/2" Milwaukee Impact that we use. You got to have the drill as well. Drills are necessary for lift kit installs, drilling holes, etc. A good set of drill bits would definitely recommend, because like I said, most lift kits do require drilling of some sort, And then there is always cutting involved, usually in a lift kit. So we'd either recommend the use of a Sawzall, which is what we like to use here. This is actually the M18 Fuel Milwaukee Sawzall. That's badass. And it's cordless, and it's a brushless motor, and it's a beast. And then you gotta have a grinder for doing your NorCals, because there's a lot of cutting involved. Sheet metal cutting, so you'll want a cutoff wheel, and as well as flapper wheels for that to finish your cut surfaces. And then obviously lights are always a necessity. You always want to have a light because you can never see anything. Of course, you always want to torque the bolts to the proper spec, because everyone loves to tell you how you didn't torque something and you're an idiot because you didn't torque it. So you should probably just torque it to make everyone happy. Obviously there's crucial fasteners which must be torqued. What we do here is we torque everything, and then once it's torqued, we mark it, the head of the bolt, with a yellow marker, which would be a witness marker, which is kind of an old school way of doing it, but you know, whatever works. And that's gonna be about it for now, guys. That's Shit I Never Knew with Brad, Tools of the Trade. Peace. Gotta go home. It's after 5, overtime.